What is her name though, Danny? The person.
Jasmine Starr.
Okay, so Danny also did the training, and I did the training. So Jasmine Starr is an entrepreneur. She does all kinds of trainings on marketing your business on everything, Instagram, Facebook. There was another one she talked about that was different to me. It was like I don't know. If I find it, then I will know, but I can't think it off the top of my head. So she went over everything. She went over different things that are super important to, I have 3 pages of notes. Okay.
Was it
Triller? Huh?
Triller?
What?
No. Okay. Sorry.
No.
I'll stop interrupting.
So the training was on how to beat the algorithm. That popped up on my Facebook and I was like, I need that in my life. So I actually purchased the whole month. I'm going to see how it goes. Wasn't too expensive, wasn't purchasing a year, just wanted to see like how the month went, if she kept me organized, if her post helped improve the algorithm, or if I can just do it on my own. So I can bring these ideas and images to y'all. So her first thing was on how to beat the algorithm was you want to have followers that are engaging and seeing your posts. So that's what she talks about. And every day she has another, when you pay for it, she has another email that like follows up and goes into more detail about everything she talked about on this main Zoom. Like today, how to speak to your ideal client on social media was what was shared today. So one of the huge things, and we talk about it all the time, is self-development. She said that we subconsciously think about limiting beliefs. We have to get rid of that. Like you have to. And if you can't get rid of that, don't do this cat. If you can't get rid of that, then you're not going to go anywhere in your business. Because every time you think about something, that's going to be right there. Oh, I can't do this. No, but yes, you can. You are not pushing somebody for a sale. Like if that's the main, so for example, if you think that you are pushy, rethink that. Are you really being pushy, or are you helping somebody feel better? So if you change your mentality and change your mindset, you can have a different approach on how you're talking to people. Those kind of thoughts keep you in a small mindset. They don't let you expand your mindset. Another one she mentioned, and we hear it on a lot of Zooms all the time, is someone else does it better than me. I do that one. I compare myself a lot to people that are already at 200K, people that are already a millionaire. I want to be like them, but I can't do that. But I'm going to take forever. It's never going to happen for me. Like all of those thoughts is normal, but they're screwing me up and I have to get rid of them. If I don't get rid of them, I'm never going to be where I want to be. One thing that I've been working on that she did bring up is leave the past in the past. So if I can leave my past with addiction and other things in the past, why can't I leave those thoughts in the past? It is the same concept. And if you can compare it to something else in that context, then you can move past those thoughts. She said 3 things to help work past your struggles to get to your desires: consistency, time, and creating content. Those are the 3 things that you need to focus on to get where you want to get. Posts are what the algorithm need to get you what you want. So if you want more sales, your posts are what are going to generate those sales. But in those posts, they have to create a relationship, which is causing the people to engage on that post. They have to show interest. So whether a follower engages on a similar post. So say you were talking, all of a sudden my dinner posts are blowing up. So if I post something about dinner, I can change the wording and post about how I was able to make dinner because I stayed home. I was able to make dinner because I have the time to do that. So you have to use what's working to add that into the other one so people start engaging on the business posts and not just the non-business posts. Social media relies on behavior, and it will dictate what everyone is seeing. So if they're on those and interacting on those are what people are going to see. So you have to come up with the posts that people are going to see, but are also going to be business posts. You have to think of those three things before you make the post. So is it engaging? Is it interesting? And is it relevant? It has to have all three. Listen, we were told this like 2 years ago, I think, Danny, those three things. And they just go right out the window. And then she said them and I'm like, oh, I was told that before. And I don't do it. So I have to like retrain my brain all the time to do it, because if you're relevant, the algorithm's going to break it down for other people to see it. People are going to start to get interested in it. So you have to think of those three things. In order for the algorithm to be broken, people have to take action on it. So they have to comment on it. They have to like it. They have to share it. If they are not doing any of those things, that post will never get seen. I am going to ask her though, like, if the post isn't getting seen, should we just delete it? So I can like send her messages and she instantly answers. It's fantastic after you purchase with it. So if anybody has questions, I can ask them.
Yeah, I like that question, because I think that's something we all, wonder, like, if we're not getting any likes or comments on a post, do we delete it? Do we, and then repost it later? Do we just, so I think that's a, great question to ask her.
Okay, so she said HIC formula. What the heck is that, right? Hook, insights, and call to action. So a hook is you will like, oh my God, you'll never believe what I just did. That's how I start off a lot of my lives. I'm better at starting a live with those kind of things. Oh my God, look what came in the mail. Like, get people excited. An insight is I started blank because of blank. So, and then you need them to comment. What, like, okay, so the dinner post, same concept. We had hamburgers for dinner. What did you have for dinner tonight? You're asking them a question to get them to try to comment. Now, I've been trying to do that all day. So I'm playing around with my Facebook to see what's working and what's not working. So if you see my Facebook like crazy in one spot and not in the other spot, listen, I'm working on it. I'm seeing what works. Don't follow me just yet. Interests are helping you find your ideal follower. So your ideal follower will turn into a promoter or customer for you. And that's what you need to direct it towards. So you have to know, and that's where this comes in, how to speak to your ideal client on social media. I printed it out, by the way, if anybody needs it. I mean, I paid for it, right? So I can share it with the world. If you know what their likes, trust, like you have to build all of that. So you have to know what they like in order to put it in the post to get them to trust you. So in order to do that, you have to find out who your ideal client is. And stories, she said, are the best way to get there. You need to use your stories to find those people, to see who's following you. Guys, I get hundreds of people following in my stories. So then you go to those stories and you need to pick out those people that you would want as a customer or you would want as a promoter. Then you're going to go to their page and you're going to see what they like, what their interests are. And then you're going to start posting about it on your wall. It is work, but it works. You want to put up polls and quizzes all the time. So if somebody says, so I did one about sunsets and sunrises. Yo, I got the best conversation going with that today. She is from Texas. She used to do, what's the other, Beachbody. So she used to do that. She is a military wife. She's got 2 kids, and all of that was because she likes sunsets. And that's how she's saying we should do this. do a poll to build a relationship that is going to engage in a conversation, not just about your business, and do not mention your business. I mentioned my business at the end because they said, hey, what are you doing at home? Like, you just moved from Alaska to Texas. Do you do anything on the side? And she's like, no, I just stay home with my kid. But, and there was a but, she's going to go back to work when her kid starts school, but she doesn't really want to. So she is looking for it.
So I have a question about that. So they voted, like this chick voted on your poll. How did you start the conversation with her?
She told how to do that too. So you will ask them, so where do you like to go to watch your sunsets? Do you have any beautiful pictures of that sunset? That. And then it led into, I don't have time to look at the sunsets anymore because my kid is always up my butt. That's where the conversation went. Yep, I can totally go into that conversation because I got kids. So, and then you just go with it after that. And it's just be yourself, be normal, and go with the flow. So your stories are also going to, so she said about the algorithm is that your stories, if they're getting viewed more, and it's not just the business stories that are getting viewed, all of them are getting viewed, your profile and stuff on your Facebook is also going to get viewed more often. So she said she did one the other day, and she wrote a poll. Do you believe in work-life balance? Yes or no? And then they say yes. You message them. What is the kind of balance that you believe in? Anything like that. And it can go anywhere with the conversation, but you're building that trust in that conversation, and that's what has to happen. Like I just said, message, don't sell, keep the conversation going. You can start the conversation, end the conversation. Hey, okay, so another one. They like your post that is about business. Okay. Do not message them, and I was doing this wrong. Hey, I seen you liked my post, or I seen you liked my story. Can I give you more information? Well, I was doing it wrong. No, she said, no, don't do that. Say, hey, thanks for liking my story, or thanks for liking my post. Hope you have a great day. That's it. I was like, that's it. That's it. Because what that's doing is it's building trust. Well, I didn't think like that. So that has triggered and that has changed. I started doing that today, and people are actually looking at my stuff more. I can see them going to my stories and viewing it now. She said for Instagram, use your highlights and micro stories. Y'all, I don't know what that is. Somebody else can teach me, but I don't use Instagram.
Yeah,
that's
my highlights. I use highlights and everything.
That's going to showcase your business benefits. You want to teach them, help them, and empower them. So those are the three main things that she said you need to have on your highlights. No more than that, those three things. You want them to be relevant.
Hold on. Help them, teach them, and what?
Teach, help, empower.
Okay.
You want everything to be relevant, recent inventory, timely posts. So one was engagement, which is the HIC plan. Ideal clients use story templates to connect. So the story templates is kind of like, if you've seen my stories today and yesterday, I'm pulling the ideas and the polls and ideas from what she's giving me daily, because she gives us a daily calendar to use too. So those are different poll ideas, how I'm starting the conversations. And then next thing she talked about was my potentials. Who is your ideal client? What do they want to know? So that is what you need to think about. You need to, who's your ideal client? What does that person want to know? So I've recently got into working out. What does somebody who works out want to know? That's what you need to do. And she said you can look up hashtags to do that. Then she gives you this nifty little booklet right here. How to speak to your ideal client on social media. Starts it off with the word crickets. That's my page right now. Okay, so she gives you this. Love this page. Identifying your ideal client. The most important step in speaking to your ideal client on social media is first determining who is your ideal client. Do this, take 5 to 10 minutes, sit down, brainstorm, visualize this person. What is their name? How old are they? What's their relationship status? Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? Where do they live? So, I never really thought about these questions, but this is what I do when I go scope out somebody's profile before I message them. But we should be doing that before, so we know how to post to them, not just how to message to them. What are they afraid of? So I could put that back to my workouts. They're afraid of being criticized. They're afraid of showing their before pictures. Like all of, yo, this is just giving me some crazy ideas too. So I haven't really sat down and thought about it yet. What do they like to do on the weekend? What is their favorite beverage, favorite meal, favorite snack, favorite hobby? Like, these are all like triggering questions I need to share with everybody, and I don't know how to upload it. Maybe I can send it to you in an email and you know how to do that. And then now is the time to write out your ideal client story. She literally gives you a piece of paper to write down your client's story. And this is who you're going to post towards and post for, so they start following you. And if you use a hashtag, they'll start seeing you and seeing your post and start trusting you. Effectively speaking to your client. She talks about which describes your client's ideal lifestyle. So if they focus right now is on a professional career, then it's most likely money, time. It has to be a benefit driven conversation. Like, she gives exact examples of A client, A response. So like the next one, my ideal client's primary focus right now is on starting or raising his or her family. So because life is likely very chaotic and busy for your ideal client, write light-hearted, captivating captions that make them feel good. Bonus points if you can get them to laugh out loud with a funny quip, a toddler saying, or a mom dadism. So like, that's how you want to post to that client. She like gives it to you. Which of these best describes your ideal client's core motivators? Same exact thing. She gives it to you. Which of these best describes your client's ideal personality? Social media habits. Hold on, I can't turn the page. And then it gives you a messaging sheet. So the messaging sheet is 5 to 7 questions on what you want to say in the message to your potential client. So like this one, she gives an example of wedding photographer. Who, bride to be. What, short and sweet messages, she's busy. When, early morning during the week. Where, Instagram. Why, save time and alleviate the stress of finding a wedding photography, huge wedding to do item. Welcome, blah, blah, blah. It's been a while since I introduced myself, so here it goes. I'm blah, blah, blah. Tell them what you do. I'm so glad you're on here. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Good morning, bride to be. It's been a while since I introduced myself. And then she goes into exactly what to say. But she also gives you a little caption right here where you can just plug it in, put your info in, bloop, bloop, copy paste. And all of this stuff, you can literally take from her thing. Oh, I have another thing that I can share with you guys. They sent it to me because my phone was acting up. I messaged them and they sent it to me in like a file, and I have 101 sayings that you can use for posts, and all you have to do is copy and paste them and put them on Facebook. 101 of them. That was the bonus I got for signing up this month. So we can use those too. That is it. Did I keep it in half an hour? I sure did. That was my goal. So I can take all these little things. I can take the 101. You can, I don't know if you want to just post this Zoom in our page and then add the stuff that I send you in the comments or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you can maybe even make like a unit or something with it.
Okay. Because I know like Jen wants to watch the recording. There's other people that want to watch the recording that are like not feeling so hot right now. And I want to share these because it's huge and it's all broken down. And if you have time to take literally a few minutes to read them, it is fantastic. And can we share the recording from that Zoom?
I have the recording, yeah.
I do too. So can we share that?
Yeah. Let me check.
I mean, I paid for mine. It's in her social curator webpage too.
There's a link to watch.
So if anybody does want it, it's Jasmine Star and the website is socialcurator.com. Like that's it. That's how easy it is. She has a Facebook page too. So if you do pay to join, you can get into her Facebook page. And I met 2 people today that do other businesses. And one might actually come and talk on a Zoom or do like an interview and talk about why it's important to be building yourself and like your self-esteem and that kind of thing. So I met her today.
Yeah, I like that because I think that's something maybe we all lack. Not so much maybe self-esteem, it's just comparison.
Right.
You know, I think it goes hand in hand. So I think especially like the longer you're in and, you know, you're not where you want to be. I think that's really where it gets to be really tough.
For everyone.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's a great idea. Let me know. But yeah, I like all this. I took I took some notes because I'm gonna actually replay this and watch the replay from Jasmine as well. But yeah, I like how she, you know, because I used to do that too. You know, I used to, if someone liked or commented, you know, on a post or a story, I'd message them and be like, hey, thanks for the love. I love, you know, if you have any questions or, you know,
right,
more about it, you know.
She said that and I was like, oh, I like sunk down in my chair. I'm like, oh my God, I do that.
Right.
Oh God, don't do that no more.
Right. So I like that and have a great day because why is this ending in 10 minutes? I pay for this. It shouldn't end.
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta love electronics.
Yeah, I pay like $16 a month or something for this. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, we'll get the recording to this, and I think I have the link. It's a link for the replay. We'll get that into Empire Builders, the page, and then we'll see what we can do about getting that info, the package that you have, the 101.
It's in my email, so I can just forward it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited.
I might have to take pictures of this.
It is what it is. It works.
Because I took it from her site and just printed it. I don't know how to say stuff.
Maybe, yeah. Pictures are fine. It is what it is. It's everybody's getting it for free, so they can.
Right.
So. Is that a bandana?
Is that the Bills one?
It's a neck gaiter.
Oh,
but it was keeping his hair back. He's funny.
So cute.
He's got crazy hair. Huh. He just woke up.
With his hair down, he looks like his dad.
You think so?
Yeah. She's got 2 that look like their dad and 2 that look like her.
Oh my gosh. Neither one of mine look like me.
Yeah, mine both look like me.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much for sharing, Ashley. I can't wait to put this up so people can learn from it, because I know I learned a bunch. So
Perfect. I'll get it to you hopefully tonight.
all right, perfect. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.